सो गाइज आज की हमारी इंग्लिश लव स्टोरी है बहुत ही प्यारे दो कपल्स के बारे में जिनका नाम है सिया और कार्तिका। द कार राइड। It is the year 1880 when Sia, 20-year-old student of Swedish royal family, travels to India to get a portrait made by a gifted artist. The artist was born into a poor Indian family, the lowest caste, also known as untouchables, despite the incredible difficult circumstance. The artist named Kartika Kumar had gained an outstanding reputation for being a gifted painter. His reputation leads Sia to travel all the way to India to get her portrait done. By the time the portrait was finished, the two had fallen in love. Kartika was fascinated with Sia's beauty. Never before had he seen a more beautiful woman from the Western world. He gave his best to capture all her beauty in the portrait, yet never fully succeeded. Nonetheless, the portrait was magnificent and Sia, for his simplicity and his beautiful character. Because of him, she spontaneously decided to stay longer in India. Out of a couple of days became weeks and then even months. The two had fallen so deeply in love that they decided to get married according to the traditional Indian rituals. Unfortunately, the time came when Sia had to leave again in order to complete her studies in London. Thousands of miles separated the two, but their feeling for each other never changed. They stayed in contact through letters which they exchanged almost weekly with each other. Naturally, the newlywed terribly struggled with the great distance between each other. Sia offered her husband to buy him air tickets, which he refused. He had not only decided to complete his studies first, but he had also set his mind on reuniting with the love of his life on his own terms. He even made her the promise that he would do anything he can to see her again. After Kartika had finished his studies, he took all his possessions and sold them. But unfortunately, the money he earned didn't even come close to the flight ticket. All he could afford was a cheap and used car. Many would have been greatly disappointed. Some would have given up, but not Kartika. Instead of allowing the difficult circumstance to stop him from seeing his beloved wife again, he made the decision to use what he had in order to see her again. Nothing could stop him from reuniting with his wife, even if that meant exhausting car ride half around the world. His decision was the beginning of a car journey from India to the Western world. Kartika took all his painting and brushes along with him in order to financially support his endeavor. His voyage led him through 8 countries and took more than 4 months. But eventually he arrived at Sia's hometown in Sweden and finally saw her again. From then on, the two did never leave each other's side for too long. So this was the love story of Sia and Kartika. और भी ऐसी शॉर्ट लव स्टोरी सुनने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें मून टॉकीज़ और कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताएं कि आपको आज की स्टोरी कैसी लगी।